Peace. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Survival 101 FD. Back here with another informative video dealing with disaster preparedness, safety training, and survival. So right now, out here in Delaware County, Pennsylvania, and it's extremely cold right now. I think right now we have 19 degrees. The wind chill makes it feel like 0. Yeah, 0 degrees. And it's going to be like this for the next at least 2 days, where we're going to be at least wind chills with 0 or well below 0. With that being said, when you get these frigid conditions, a lot of people get antsy. I know me personally, I get antsy with the heat. My wife, she gets antsy with the cold. Okay, and a lot of people, get antsy, agitated when it becomes, cold, bitterly cold like this. They rush in the house. They want to turn the heat on, and in addition to turning on the heat, they also want to use a space heater. And I want to get into that real quick, because we saw the terrible tragedy out in Bronx, New York over the weekend, and even in the last few days, what happened out here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And I just want to make this quick video detailing just some of the do's and don'ts when you're dealing with heaters and fire safety, just things of that nature. One thing I know a lot of people, a misconception a lot of people have when it comes to space heaters is that if you plug them directly into a wall, they won't heat up as much. Or if you get a surge protector or power strip, they won't heat up that much. Everything will be okay. And that's not necessarily true. Most of the time, it's just not true at all. Okay, I say maybe 99 out of 100 times it's not true. Space heaters, they're not intended to be used for hours at a time. Okay, they're used for spurts. So you turn them on, you get some heat out of it. If you're in your office is cold, or your garage, or even if you're just in one of your rooms and they're cold, you turn them on for a limited amount of time, and then you turn them off and unplug them. And one thing I see a lot of people do is they run their space heaters all day. They run them for hours and hours. And what that does is, not only is the space heater overheating, but that electrical charge that's going into the wall is damaging wires in the wall, is damaging the surge protector, the power cord, the extension cord, is damaging those things. You can always tell when you pick it up, it's hot. And when it's hot to the touch where you have to drop it, it's burning your hand, then that lets you know it's a problem. And like I said, a lot of times we keep our space heaters plugged in for hours at a time, sometimes days at a time. And you can't do that. It may seem like nothing is going wrong, but next thing you know, you may think you have a blown fuse or something, and power go out over here, Well, it's not necessarily you have a blown fuse per se, but a lot of times what happens is those space heaters are burning and tearing up your electrical circuits. So unplug those space heaters. They're not, again, I know it's cold, but for safety purposes, again, space heaters are not to be used for hours and hours at a time. They're just not. Okay, unplug those space heaters. I can't stress that enough. Dress warmer when you're in the house. Declutter, because a lot of fires start from clutter and things of that nature. We heard reports from out here in Philadelphia that the fire that was started out here was started from a child playing with a lighter and a Christmas tree, ignited. And that can happen, not just that. If you like to store things in cardboard boxes, where there's sneakers and stuff like that, upholstered furniture, is the cause of a lot of what you call big fires. Okay, they're highly flammable, they're highly combustible, and I just know from just some of the fire safety training classes that I took with seasoned firemen and firefighters that a lot of the times, beds and couches, furniture, cardboard boxes is what makes fires grow out of control and a lot of people die. Okay, one more thing I want to give you with the space heaters: unplug them at night. Don't leave them plugged up at night. I like to say it again. You don't want to run them for hours on it. Just running them for hours. You don't want to do that at all. But you definitely don't want to keep them plugged in at night. And if you do the research, when a lot of house fires, especially deadly house fires, they happen more towards the night, overnight, in the middle of the night. Okay, and that's because people beds catch on fire from the heat from the space heaters, or even when things in a wall ignite and make the heaters combustible. People are asleep because they left them plugged up at night. So do the research. You can Google all of these things. There's always free fire courses in the community. I have not been in one community where they don't give out free fire courses at either the fire department or the Y or both. Utilize these. They're free of charge. You can get fire detectors, smoke detectors, batteries, printouts, anything you need on fire safety and protection. So no more for myself. Hope everybody be safe, stay warm. Oh, one more thing I want to mention. Another thing I want to mention. Dress warm when you're outside. Dress warm when you're in the house. Okay? Everything is not a fashion show. These are things I even had to tell some of my family members. Yeah, it's not a fashion show. Okay, if it's cold in the house, put on an old sweatshirt or something of that nature. It's cold. You ain't got to have a prissy nightgown or lingerie, or it's cold. That way you warm inside the house. When you go outside, wrap your neck up, put a scarf on. If you got to put a face mask or something on, do that. Earmuffs, gloves, so when you come inside the house, you're not super cold and then you overrunning your heaters. Okay? I can't stress these things enough. Again, go to your fire departments, your local YMCAs, get the fire education, all right? Google these things, educate yourself. Everybody, be safe. I love you. Survival 101 OD out.